do, and this is out there for anybody to see. I'll give you, we can even talk about them. You can't compare Honorable Kutesa and her daughter in terms of performance.
Why? Kutesa was not a very good speaker in parliament. He's not one who spoke every time. So is Shatis.
So
what is it that you are missing in Kutesa that Shatis is not doing? What?
Simon.
What? Tell me.
Kutesa was visible.
What visibility do you want? When was Kutesa visible? He was visible after 40 or 30 years in politics. Shatis is just 1 year.
It's just the beginning, but you see,
yes.
You see, Simon.
In the next 40 years, Shatis will also be visible. Visibility does not come. That's
so you're saying the daughter should equally be given the 40 years in order to be visible?
I am telling you, just tell me, what are you missing in Kutesa that Shatis is not doing? Tell me.
When was the last time you saw Shatis speaking in parliament?
What do I need Shatis for? If I need her, I look for her.
No. As a voter,
yes,
in Maogola,
yes.
Have
you received any petition from Maogola that the people in Maogola are missing are not seeing Shatis? That she's not there?
No,
any
but
petition?
You see members of parliament are national leaders.
Yes.
Who are open to criticism.
Yes, they do. And nobody is not saying, criticizing
I'm saying, when was the last time you saw her speak in parliament? I used to see Kutesa speak.
Not often.
Yes, not often.
Kutesa had the opportunity to speak many times only because he was a minister. But as MPs, you know how the system has guided them. You only speak if you have been allowed to speak. And speak what? I've actually calculated that a member of parliament in 5 years speaks for a total of 5 minutes. These are 529 members of parliament.
Okay.
The only time they have to speak, in total, a member of parliament speaks for 5 minutes in the 5 years.
5 minutes?
5 minutes in total. Especially, okay, we can give them up to 10 minutes. In total. Because the other thing of saying, say, I vote yes, I vote yes, I vote no. And this is what the system we are arriving. So, I have no problem with anybody succeeding any further. Because if God, I believe in the Bible. I'm a Christian. God is the greatest work we have known. Who made the earth simply by word. And said, let there be this, let there be that. You know what the Bible tells us?
No.
God told us that in the enterprise called the earth, because God is the chief executive officer of the world, he said, nobody comes to my office except through my son, Jesus Christ. And every Christian knows when we're ending our prayer, Yesu Kristo, ly'omwana we Yesu Kristo, lya mukama waffe, naye tumuyita mukama waffe, mu linnya lya mukama waffe Yesu Kristo. If God can tell us that you can't reach him unless you go through his son Jesus Christ, why do I blame any of these children who have succeeded their father?
Why do you blame those who are rooting for John Muhoozi to succeed his father?
Because I have no problem with that. I have said always, I have no problem at all with Muhoozi succeeding his father. One thing I've already appealed to Muhoozi is to pick a few attributes from his father. That first of all, his father is very tolerant to good and bad things. Museveni is too tolerant to corruption. You understand? But he told us, he warned us, I said, you the corrupt, I am bringing the avenger. So it means that Muhoozi is not, Museveni has said that Muhoozi is not tolerant to the corrupt. Now, if Muhoozi comes and is not tolerant to the corrupt, then his father's legacy will be shattered. Because Museveni's legacy has been cemented in these last days around corruption.
But you see, Simon, let's just look at what happened at Serere. Boganti, toyina buzibu mwana kusikira kitaawe.
No problem.
And for you think,
as long as he's subjected to a free and fair election, let Muhoozi come, contest with others in a free and fair system. If he wins, he becomes president, and I'm asking him, when he becomes president, let him appoint me a gig.
The other day, we had the Honorable Emmanuel Dombo, just a day to the election. A producer Angusimani was going to number 3 mu list ya y'obutambi bwalina. Nga Honorable Dombo akuganti omwami ono Emmanuel Omoding amaze about 20 years out of the country. Okusinziira ku Dombo yajja kukungubaga. Ne bamusomeramu awo nti omanye kiri mu Uganda. Omwana osikira taata. You can become an MP. Okakasa.
Yes. Now this I have trouble with your people.
Let's just look at this before we go to the trap. Producer tuwe number satwe tulave Emmanuel Dombo omwogezi wa NRM. Ngati oyo twaba tesobola kumuwa flag. Katuwulirize.
Omugenzi mwami Okabe bwe yalondebwa yajja nga wanamunigina ng'agamba nti akalulu ke baakabba. Kakati nabuuziza ono yazze ku luno nenga nti kakati ggwe ne mu Uganda obadde tobeeramu obeera bweru kumala myaka 20. Waaze kukungubaga amangu ago n'ositukiramu nga waliwo abakupeerereza. Kakati ggwe kikyo kye baatutte n'ogamba nti kiri bwe kiti. Kale ffe ng'ekibiina twagezaako naye nga gw'amazima geetaagisa. Ono memba of NRM olwa kitaawe kubanga mu records zaffe ez'ekibiina nja kukebera bulungi ndabe
Yes. Now, you know, I want to imagine that I am above Dombo. Yes.
He's the director of communication.
True.
NRM secretary.
In the NRM secretariat. I am a secretary general in need, so I am above this. So I want to think and reason above Dombo. Because in the qualifications for one to stand as member of parliament, the period you have stayed in Uganda is not mentioned.
No, but I think Dombo Chayagolo kugamba nti you must relate with the people you want to represent. You can't represent people you don't know.
Very good. Now, the people that this man does not know voted for him. Those that Dombo thought knew who he thought they know was not voted. That's what I call the power of the people. It is not Dombo from Bunyole who also lost an election to go and determine who the people of Serere should vote for. What do you want? The man was not here because you don't need him. He's not been in Uganda because you did not need him. Now he is needed in Uganda and he's available and he has offered himself to say, if you vote for me, I will serve you. I can't somebody should reason. Dombo should reason beyond that. That was the kungubaga. Amulangira kujja kungubaga kyayagala jje. Nti ego wazze kungubaga n'olemera wano so yali ateekwa kungubaga amaladdeyo. We have seen many people here. Bwe bafa, their children abadde will come back and run the estates. Who else do you want to run Okabe's estates? Did you want the son to be here when the father was here? The father. So does Dombo mean that for somebody to be here, you have to be too much here? When Museveni came, Ngajjako Obote, Museveni had been out of Uganda for so long.
Okay, let's also look at the choice of the NRM. But Dombo never batula mu NRM. Bwe basalawo okuleka Emmanuel Omoding nga baga nti kitaawo yali independent era yavuganya n'owa NRM who still exists wali. We have our flag bearer. Despite calls ezava mu makoona ag'enjawulo nga bagamba let us take a position as a party tuwagire mutabani w'omugenzi given bino bye tubadde tulaba the trend. And the party trashed that. They chose to go for the other person that was defeated. What do you make of? Because what works komugwawo tugende ne Omoding oba tugende ne the other name which is quite hard for me to pronounce.
I think first I have to say that in this election the NRM won.
NRM won.
Yes. When you add, because even Omoding is identified as NRM leaning independent. So it means that people know is the other side. If you add Omoding's 15,000 votes to Oucho's 13,000 votes, you have 28,000. Let's round off to 30,000. Now compared to the opposition, that if you add Alisa Lasso's votes, the 3,000, and you add
the
DRA form,
So you're saying when
Yes.
you add
Yes.
Honorable Ali Salaso,
Yes. And the 1,200 something of the FDC candidate.
1,250, that's about 4,500.
500, rough it up. So it means that the whole opposition combined, under whatever circumstances, could not win this election. And it was an overreaching for them to read that they could win this one. And I've loved the people of Teso. I don't want to sound tribal, but I think they look at politics differently, because the noise that we all made commenting on TVs and radios, we made noise about Alisa Alaso and the NRM candidate.
I'm so much interested in your views, but I think we are running very fast. We shall get to that. Let's first get back to the NRM. You said Golaba NRM Yawangude
in principle.
But I hope you also understand that the party seemed to be hugely divided over what happened.
Like they have always been. Like they have always been. You know, ekibula mu byobufuzi bya Uganda mwami kungu, that people have failed to understand, bakiyita mazima. Njagala wefudisi abeeremu wefudisi n'amazima, owa Nuupu abeere wa Nuupu n'amazima, NRM abeere n'amazima. Akalulu k'Serere keexposinze NRM n'ebo bunnanfuusi bwayo.
Really?
Bannanfuusi abatalina mazima. Mu Uganda temuli muntu ategeera multipartyism as that, and whoever is trying to make them understand that, I think people understand individualism. Because you did not see many people in Serere like you saw them in Soroti. Why? There is an invisible force here that commands, that chose to be absent physically in Serere, but command indirectly.
In fact, a Soroti, we saw all the powers that be in both government and NRM.
You understand?
Nalaba Vice President wa Uganda, a Soroti.
You see?
Nalaba Saba Minister wa Uganda,
you see?
A Soroti.
And you think the Vice President was there for NRM?
I thought he was there for NRM.
No, they were not there for NRM. They were there for their individual survival, because this is the region they come from. One big person was supporting something else, and this other one, and you know the forces. So they were not there because they wanted the party.
But look at this. Another interesting thing for me, Mukalulu. Captain Mike Mukula, amyuka ssentebe wa NRM mu Eastern Uganda. Mind you, Serere is in Eastern Uganda. I am told.
It is actually his home.
Oh.
So Serere si Bateso.
Bateso.
Si Muteso. Forget being Eastern Uganda and nafa abasoga atutwaliramu. This was now home area.
He did not welcome the national chairman. Bwebadde anoonyeza Frank Beara wabako teyalinnyayo teyagendayo. And again, I'm reliably informed. Olunaku olwaleero, Mike Mukula, captain, is going to address the media, and I understand he is very bitter. I had a very lengthy discussion with him in the night, and I understand he's going to have a press conference today. Wagenda okutera ayiya akaka olunaku olwaleero.
Mukula takyataka. Mukula tacha. You know, we need to read our times. There were times when Mukula was the political force to talk about. There is a time that Ugandans looked at Mukula as one of those who can succeed Mr. Yoweri Museveni. That star has faded. That yes, if Mukula does not come out to say I'm here as Mike Mukula, many people don't remember he's anywhere. So he's stature ina kataka.
So toina chairman in press conference here.
I don't expect that. Let me see. Even if you had any egoistic issues, any issues about ego in this election, how would you not attend when your national chairman, who is also the president, who is the fountain of honor, is in your area? For what reason would you give that his press conference is going to give? And what will the press conference say? Because the NRM has already lost by this. They are going to be led by an independent. What is he going to tell us? Using, I will hold the press conference this morning in my office, Mutungo, here at 11 a.m. I'll be addressing a number of issues relating to the just concluded by election. That does not matter. Mwami Mukula, using Nopu's language, nganko solumiro aba Nopu, tolina kyotugamba. Whatever you're going to tell us now is post-mortem. Omufu yafudde omuntu okufa yafudde n'okuzika kwa tolina kyotugamba. What?
Give him a benefit of doubt.
Which one?
You know, look at this. Look at this Simon.
Adam, lwaki tetwagala mazima mu byobufuzi bya wano? Why don't we say amazima? Bw'oyogera amazima. People have told me, Miyanga, tusobola kuwangula kubeera MP because oyogera nnyo amazima. Bwe mba siri MP sirya. Am I not doing what I studied?
Ono yakulira NRM mu Eastern Uganda.
Ebyo bwati bwe yeeyisizza.
Maybe ayagala kutulaga kyekyabalemesezza okuwaba.
Tebikyatuyamba. Tebikyagasa. Ne bw'abitugamba tebikyayamba Mukula. You did not participate in this election. You chose to be quiet. Remain quiet. Sirikira ddala. I cannot even attend that press conference. To tell me what?
Agenda kubuulira ggwanga. The aftermath.
Bituyamba ki? The aftermath. Bituyamba ki?
Ku Baba TV bituyamba ki? Adam Congo.
Temuziika Mwai Muyanga Lutaya etulinda postmortem report. Ekuyambe ki when I die? Please bury me. Temuziika Mwai Muyanga abadde ne muwala we abadde abeera mu America tulinda atuuke akole ki? Bw'ava mu America n'akomawo nkomawo. I have told the people and I'm telling you Adam, when I die, I don't waste time to wait for anyone. Get me out very quickly and let people proceed with business. So, ne Mwami Mukula agenda kuba mulambo mpiso nti teguunya. Tulina gwe tulinda. What is he going to do?
There is
and which other NRM activity has Mr. Mukula done in the last 4 months?
The last 4 months.
That's positive.
What are they supposed to do? These are vices.
Mr. Mukula is supposed to be mobilizing with the Easterners, including me, to support their program called the Parish Development Model in order for his party, the NRM, which is the ruling party, to achieve what it set out in its manifesto. Which other meeting did you see talk about this? Bani.
Honorable Yomunsi, we bali ku level yemu, ava mu Western Uganda.
Yomunsi is a minister.
Yes, but akoze in relation to his position.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm also telling you, Sir Simon, until you shouldn't castigate Mr. Mukula. Taina chakoze
mugamba. Taina chatugamba.
Kubanga bwogerageranya bali bamyuka mwami Museveni.
Taina chatugamba. What I want Mr. The last thing I had.
Tebalina chanja uluche bakoze.
Mr. Mukula is useful. Use and I want to thank him. Namulabanga atuga nti waliwo email ereeteddwa bamaliriza ensaabaza y'amafuta okuyita ku mazzi, which reduces the cost of transportation. Could it be the reason that the fuel prices are somehow reducing from 60,000 to now some 4,900? Let Mr. Mukula concentrate because he's an astute businessman. He's respected.
What could have prevented him from participating in this election, in your view?
Ego.
Kwegulumiza.
Ego.
Which
just
ego?
Egos.
Which ego?
Egos. Ego and the other one could be a person above party. That maybe he felt sympathetic to the family of Okabe. And he could have advised NRM not to bring this one and follow the trend of Nebagana. So Nebagana. Nanyiga nazira. I respect Mr. Mukula, smart man, ayambala bulungi nnyo, ayogera bulungi nnyo, muna business, musajja muyonjo. When I went to Mukula's home in Bugolobi, I think I have not visited any other that home that clean. No, there are two homes I've visited that are extremely clean. One of them is the home of Mike Mukula. The other one is the home of Justin Kasule Lumungu. Extremely clean. You sit in a place and you feel like, could this be the heaven people talk about? Extremely clean. But as far as politics is concerned, let Mr. Mukula also bring his son and go retire. Let him go in the shadows at Wemutabani.
Moving away from the NRM, this is one of the few by-elections they have lost. Kubanga tulebe by-elections ezisinga obungi nga zonna babadde baziira bwezi. We saw that in
toyogera mazima. The problem with you are not going to talk with babadde tebaziira bwezi. Nga bazibba.
There is no evidence to that. There is no evidence to that.
What are you saying?
Because
What do you call evidence?
Court is ezisalawo, court za Uganda.
You can kill and survive in court as not guilty. Be realistic. You can still...
Esoroti NRM yabba. Momoro NRM yabba.
Obuzizo Omoro teyabba.
Ekayunga NRM yabba.
Omoro teyabba. Ekayunga yabba. Kayunga yabba.
Court is agamba ki?
Ewana kwenda. Obuziza muyanga obuziza court.
Okay. Obuziza muyanga.
Na kati wobo obuziza muyanga tengo ngamba bya court. Ebya court bibuze court. Ekayunga babba. Ekayunga babba ne Soroti babba.
Ekasese
sabigoberera.
Katunye ku mazzi katono tujja n'ekiri mu nkambi ya NUP ne FDC byabadde bitya eyo nayo. That after this break katujje.
Eno ni Gangamka ku Baba TV. Enoni Nile Plastics eikolera eryaganibwa mu Idinda Njeru Town tulina ebyuma eby'omulembe ebyeyambisibwa okufulumya ebintu eby'omumaka bino nga biri ku mutindo gw'ensi yona ebintu byaife bya plastic bikozesebwa okwambaka mu kugonza obulamu n'okuba nga bweyagaza eri abantu boona wano mu Iwanga ne Kulia olw'omutindo n'emboneka ey'endawulo omuli eby'omu ifumbiro nkani restaurant eby'abaana mu size dona doyenda kuno nga tutaku n'okukola obutebe n'emmeeza okubonesa ekifo kyo nga kya first class ate bwe kituuka ku tanka daife d'amaadi dino ezira wandi wida kudagana ate nga difulumira mu size dona dakolebwa okuba nga dabuwangazi anti dirina emibiri egiwerera irala ena okuwangalira mu mbeera yonna ey'obuyire okumanya ebisingawo twaganibwa mu Njeru Town oba tukubire ku isimu lino noti 7553 29 noti 22 ndala ni ku email gmsugarplastic@gmail.com gemagana n'aba Nile Plastics okufuna ebintu eby'omulembe.
Omuzadde yagaliza omwana w'ebirungi kankwanjulire Landmark Junior School essomero erisinga obulungi ly'abawala n'abalenzi abava awaka n'ab'ekisulo tulina kindergarten eyoyoteddwa obulungi abasomesa batendeke endabirira endiisa n'ebisulo by'abaana bigazi ddala eddiini y'emu ku mpagi ze twesigamako okubangula abaana tutumbula ebitone mu kuyimba mu mizannyo mu katemba n'ebirala tulina emmotoka ezitumala obulungi okutambuza abaana abava awaka okuwandiisa abayizi kugenda mu maaso ku ssomero lyaffe okuva ku Nasare paka ku P7 tusangibwa Zana ku Batabata miles 6 okuva e Kampala ku Entebbe Road ebisale byaffe byebyo ebisaanidde okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku ssimu zino wammanga Landmark Junior School ku lw'omuyizi ow'omugaso eri eggwanga.
Are you planning to study abroad, attain your dream career, and create great connections? Or do you want to increase your chances of acceptance at your favorite university abroad? If your answer is yes, then you have to come to the 13th edition of the Africa Students Education Fair. Come and get expert guidance on how to search for suitable programs in schools, how to apply, and what requirements are needed from student counselors, educators, and school representatives from the world's best universities and colleges from countries like Canada, the US, the UK, and more. The fair will take place from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the 3rd and 4th of March at the Sheraton Hotel, Kampala, Uganda, 6th and 7th at the Galaxy Hotel, Kigali, Rwanda, 9th and 10th at the Rocker Golf Hotel, Burundi. Entrance is absolutely free. Call or WhatsApp +256 702 628 446 for more information.
Enoni Baba TV obusoga bulayire.
Top of the hour brought to you by
Sometimes dirt can give us something back. That's why I use new Omo with naturally derived stain removers. It penetrates deep to reach the toughest stains for powerful stain removal that still soften hands.
Today, as these young change makers give tires a new life.
Sometimes dirt can give us something back. That's why I use new Omo with naturally derived stain removers. It penetrates deep to reach the toughest stains for powerful stain removal that still soft on hands.
The buzzword today as these young change makers give tires a new life.
Top of the hour brought to you by
Enoni Baba TV obusoga bulaire. Eno ni gangamka ku Baba TV.
Baba TV ganga mkaye program Adam Kungu sa Simon Mianga Lutaya Dorin Mwesige Lukia Mpoza Otambula enchauna polwalero mugara wange omugaga Kamagu webale ongambi kuolio tumbudde ne
omugaga Kamagu
omugaga Kamagu Top TV ne Top Radio agambi kwali jambo webale aline
mugaga Kamagu
aline muganda
wange nibagira nti mugaga kitufu mugaga oba bintu byakate
sajja ine toke oyo
mugaga Kamagu kale bobo oli mugaga namba yange ya mobile money yino Kamagu 07 Kamagu namba yeyo nga bojiwulidde mugaga bo bukole ku weekend yeno
wano anti Simon Miyaga Lutaya Teso politics has its political lions. The likes of Captain Mike Mukula, you can't eliminate him and you expect to bring a win for NRM in Teso.
Pana. Kwenda, don't tell me that.
Okay, again.
Don't Kwenda. So if their political lion is in Teso, so has this contest for the lions to show their might or for their party to shine? This is where I'm saying that these people are dishonest. Did Museveni go there? In Museveni going there...
No, but you need to understand.
Listen to this. Museveni went to Teso to campaign for the NRM candidate. But everyone you are calling a lion of Teso is made by Museveni. So if your maker comes, you the maid.
And you don't...
The maker is talking and then the product says, no?
No, but I think as we conclude on that issue, Kendo was muntu. Captain Mike Mukula ndoza ina chalaba feke tutalaba. We saw the problems, quote unquote problems that happened Soroti. Aliokave ya fuming nnyo against number biriwe gwanga, rather against Vice President wa Uganda. And we saw those camps that happened. I think ayagala kulaga nti waliwo bitatambula bulungi.
But this time around
ye Sentebe wa NRM Eastern Uganda. Doza bagezako kumusaidiline nga ni one way or the other.
That's why I told you that Taina Chatugamba. Because in Soroti, he blamed Alupo. This time round, Alupo was not there. You know, this is a very serious... The NRM is so dishonest that there are things you are not... Did you see the Secretary General in Serere?
But I saw I saw other people.
Okay. Did you see the Deputy Secretary General, Rose Namayanja, in Serere?
Were they supposed to be there? If you're having head mobilization. No. We had Honorable
Mama Naiga. Okay. Did they go to Soroti? They went to Soroti.
They did.
So what was so special? They went to Soroti. They participated. And then they kept saying that, you know, the power, because I can tell you that why I'm telling you that in Soroti Akalubakaba, because somebody somewhere did not want Okia. You understand? And that person who did not want Okia was even more powerful than all those people you are mentioning. And she made her machinations to make sure that Okia does not come.
Okay.
That's it. So, Mokalulukanu, the Secretary General, then I see a whole, you know, the NRM, start respecting people. I see Tango Do is saying we lost because of internal contradictions. A whole vice chairperson of this region did not show up. Does Tango Do know that he's an employee of Mukula?
Within the party?
Yes.
He does. But
does he know? Attacking a boss wo?
Attacking or doing analysis of what happened?
Tango Doi, the professor who taught me in Makere, is an employee. a mayor employee of Mike Mukula. Because Mike Mukula is a SEC member, is a national vice chairperson. He shares authority.
But I don't understand what you're saying. Does that mean if you have your superior, Tomugamba Kokubanga superior?
You have already mentioned the superior.
Yes.
Oluzungu olumanyi. You have already mentioned this.
Yeah, but the chikugana kuciting ansobi jakoze.
So bwaba ine ensobi jakoze. Lwaki tojogerera muri internally that must come to the media that we also know. And then it remains your boss. That if I have issues with Honorable Balieku, my CEO here, I also come here and say, Muchimanyi, Honorable Balieku, last month missed my allowance. I come here.
There you find the way of engaging him, individual level.
That's what it is. So NRM, Kuchino, they lost because of their their egos.
Njagala kutwala koko kumwe because you belong to the opposition at Tojegana.
Tebegana bachi, sibegana. It's my right to belong anywhere.
You didn't even make 6,000 votes in total.
Because while NRM was dishonest, the opposition was inept.
It was inept. Meaning? Why was it inept?
Meaning that, they did not. Politics no. For as long as people don't want to be honest to themselves, there is a school here, Bajita Trinity College in Abingo. One thing I love about the motto, Trinity College in Abingo, motto are going to be true. They don't say, try, they say, be true. True to who? To you. Be true. That motto, never boyingira buyingizibu. Toyinza sinza genda na bingo. Netaliko balimba. Omwana angete yazze kwanga yabadde mulwadde. You know nga nimba. Kubanga gate joyingira mu Trinity College na bingo. Yagant be true. I want Ugandan politicians to do one thing.
To be true.
To be true. And first true to yourself before to others.
Amazima what we got about them
They did not sit to tell themselves the truth.
They didn't sit.
They did not sit to tell themselves the truth. They thought, Alaso is powerful in this region. Yes, he's powerful. But what are the other currents? There's a mistake I have found. Abanupu gye baawangula mu kaluka n'akawedde balowooza nti abantu abaabawa obululu bategera ideals na doctrine na ideology ya Nuupu, which is a lie. There was a wave. Now, tuvudde mu kaluka wave. Tugenda mu kaluka tyako omuntu okulizonga nti ekibiina kino kikola kitya, kimiriddewo ku musingi ki, empisa zaakyo ziri zitya. Nakugambye nti Malongo where I was over the weekend, speaker gye yagenda, I saw half of the population nga bali mu tova ku main, bali mu ya NRM. MP beera ne bajja naga nti muzeeyi abeewo, bonna ng'olumusi bagamba akole ki? MP wa Nuupu najja mukyala kye bakutiika naga people power.
They will say people power, our power.
They were scared.
Our power was not there.
Naye ng'ate Nuupu Kyagulanyi, Robert Kyagulanyi ye yawangula mu bifo ebyo kubanga Leke communities voted overwhelmingly for Mr. Kyagulanyi. Not because they understood the doctrine of Nuupu, not because they loved the ideology of Nuupu. They were just angry people protesting against Mr. Museveni's government.
But I still don't see the insincerity you're talking about. Where is that insincerity?
In Soroti.
In Serere. You said, ekizibu kuludo luvuganya government, butaba, sincere, not being true to themselves. And I'm still finding hard time, okunonya, that lack of truth in them. Let me just bring your attention to the show you did here with Honorable Salam Musumba. You tried to engage her on why they didn't back Honorable Ali Salaso. Eyali omukulembeze mu kibiina kyabwe. Eyaliko game changer mu kitundu ky'etteso mu byobufuzi some time back. And she told you, nope.
I think we have that. Do we have that?
Producer.
We have that. We have Salam Musumba, I think. We can.
I wish we can look at that.
Yeah, we can get Musumba ngayogera because namubuuza why did not support Ali Salaso, given her contribution to Uganda's politics, given her contribution to FDC, given her position in Serere, and given the fact that a young party like NUP buried whatever it had, swallowed their pride and said, for the sake of our togetherness, let us support this candidate. Dr. Besigye has told me one thing. He was talking to me when I lost elections first time. He said, you know, when you go to elections, you don't just look to be declared the winner. It is also an opportunity for people to understand you and the ideals you stand for. So, in this by-election, the opposition would have looked at two things first. They can win and have Ali Salasu declared.
Let's first look at this. Producer, we nambe mo tulabe Omchala Salam Musumba. What is the title of FDC?
Vice Chairperson Eastern.
Okay, let's watch what she said the other day.
I'll tell you that in this contest, Ali Salasu is the best in this contest. If we were looking...
He's the best candidate.
It's the best candidate. That is unrevocable. She is. Give it to her. She is. Abantu basaba batya. The biggest problem is that we have big egos. Ate ife twabanga twaba n'ekizibu nti ono yali secretary general waife eyagolola n'ajja n'akoba ati bana ezira kyemponye ng'FDC mponye gubiino ogwa muzimba n'aba mu parliament emirundi emeka nguwonye kyenva nkobera abanabufuzi nti bana n'okuyomba kuli ku code of conduct muyombanga bulungi ati wova toyombye otera okudda nikobera
Alice Alas, rather Salam Musumba, Ngakugamanti, Honorable Alice Alaso, your best candidate. She deserved the support of the opposition. But again, FDC chose to front a candidate against her. Why? Why did FDC support him? Rather support her?
They gave me a very...
Let's see what that minister said. Salam. Let's watch this.
Salam Musumba.
Baluwa erife okobo tubana tubaide tusaba tubabone ensonga nino ke baluwa erife okobo tubana tubaide tusaba tubabone ensonga nino. That is how parties communicate, not on media, not on that. And I had all that.
Be on record.
Yes.
ANT did not approach FDC for support to Ali Salasu.
It did not.
Then how did NUP go? Do you want to say that
No, they could have reached out to NUP in writing. They went to their headquarters. Okay? So, that is how parties, njakulaba ino nimwe. Kubanga timwidi how institutions operate. Institutions operate in a structured way. Nti ba members banabuza decision eyo mwagituuka ku mutya. Twidako nti twafuna okusabibwa okuva mu banaife era twakola tuti. Titwidako nti twabona ku TV nga bali twegayirira tujje.
Because you had this lady nakugamba nti babawandiikira kubasaba buwagizi. And yet we know for a fact that at some point omukyalo ono yalaajana agamba naabe FDC mumpagire kiyinza okuba nga yakyogera verbally, but again omukulembeze wa ANT General Gregory Mugishamuntu, I talked to him myself. He told me they wrote to the president of FDC seeking the party's support to their candidate.
So they wrote to the president. Do you remember that on that day when we met here on Wednesday, Salam Musumba thought the elections were taking place that day?
Really?
She did say that she was actually trying to blame the Electoral Commission for organizing an election on Ash Wednesday.
So and
I told her, I said, no, the elections are tomorrow. A national vice chairperson of the FDC did not know which the elections were taking place.
Yet they had a candidate.
Are these people honest?
No.
You understand?
ekyo kinkutudde
So-
katono nnyo FDC yayina candidate mu race omwami ono
Era Emmanuel
Erato naye ng'amyuka president w'ekibiina
tamanyidde kulonda lwe kugenda mu maaso.
ng'ate n'okulonda kuli mu kitundu kye Eastern region.
Very good. In hierarchy, Salam Musumba is the Mike Mukula
of
of
FDC.
NRM. As Mukula is for NRM, Salam Musumba is for FDC. But she did not know which day elections were taking place. That's one. Number two, you did not see any big politicians, those heavyweights, campaign in Serere. The likes of Harold Kaija, abatabula mu buli election. Harold Kaija was not there as a Deputy Secretary General. In fact, what I saw there is a grouping of Nathan Nandala loyalists. You know, FDC now has two
Wings?
different camps. There is a camp that is too loyal to Nandala,
Secretary General.
the Secretary General. And then there is another group who believe that perhaps he's not running affairs very well. Or those
Is
that are
that
loyal,
happening in
those that
FDC?
are too loyal to Nandala were in Soroti. It appeared like it was a Nandala affair, not a party affair. I told you that I do not mind to be sacrificed for honesty. That's what I saw. Me,
So you
I
observe
saw Nandalaism in Serere. I did not see FDC in Serere.
and that's the reason why Harold Kaija was not there.
I don't see them.
Yeah, I did
The
see
figure
them.
they take, the figure they, why did Besigye went to Tororo, to Soroti? Dr. Besigye went to Soroti.
Yes.
You saw Besigye rise up his hand to campaign for Ata Nokia, and Robert Chagulanyi was there. I did not see Dr. Besigye in Serere. And every time I don't see Dr. Besigye in an FDC
You
activity,
suspect something sinister?
I suspect something sinister. There is trouble in the house.
You're making a very interesting analysis and observation. Because honestly, I'm just realizing it now. Salam wasn't there, and you've worsened it when you said she even didn't know when the election was
we were
taking
here,
place.
Yes. And I told her, no, the elections are tomorrow.
Number
She
two,
left it at that.
olaba bajiwadde
So
omuliro.
Musalam and Mukula behaved the same way.
So no
But
surprise.
the party president of FDC, Patrick Oboy Amriat, had moved to Serere and campaigned for the other guy. Just like Museveni moved to campaign for NRM. Both Mukula and Salam Musumba behaved the same way against their parties.
What does that speak?
People are not honest. Era omuntu ali ku byobufuzi bya wano, by the way.
Okay.
Binnumya bulumya mutwenze because I think I cannot manage politics. I should apologize to the public and quit.
Okay.
If politics is about dishonesty, me I cannot manage it. Sisobola kwogera kya bulimba ng'ekituufu nkimanyi ekyo kyo kyannema. I cannot manage these lies. The kind of dishonesty and ineptness in our politics, me I cannot manage. I cannot manage.
We didn't see noob factor playing to the success of the opposition.
Kyenasoose okugamba nti ne nuupu nayo temanyi mazima.
Mwami Kyagulanyi yabaddeyo.
Yes.
Secretary General David Lewis Lumumba
Yes.
yabaddeyo.
Yes.
And they vehemently campaigned
That's
for
good.
Ali Salaso.
That's good. But
And the best they were able to get were 3,000 votes.
so Noop and ANT combined in Serere got 4,500 because even if they had combined there with FDC, what they managed to get was 4,000. What does that mean? Noop should also go back to their script and know they are not popular when it comes to people understand political ideology and doctrine. They are popular when it comes to political sloganeering. The people of Serere do not understand what Noop is, what it stands for. If left to analyze between who will serve you and who will not. But if it is a wave of sloganeering, they would get. Now tell me, in Soroti Chinyonyokako, because in Soroti, you saw that when FDC and NOP worked together against a candidate, their candidate performed considerably okay. This decimal performance of 4,500 combined combined forces. So nobody should have stress that they can take Museveni out of power using political parties. No, there are only two things that can get Mr. Museveni out of power. First is a citizen revolution, not led by any political party. But when Ugandans wake up and say, Gundi, Muzei, okuze kyokozeko chimala, a citizen revolution. The other is a military coup. Two. A citizen revolution, if he goes against the constitution, both are constitutional actually. Only if he goes against the constitution. But the constitution says
they are not constitutional.
That if they are constitutional,
that you will stage a military coup.
Yes, the constitution allows you to use arms, to even get arms and remove the government only if it goes against the constitution. So they are provided for in the law. But to the extent...
I think I need to read more about that.
Yes, but to the extent is limited.
Okay, there's a limitation.
You don't just wake up and say, I'm going to get guns and overthrow Mr. Museveni. No. But if he abrogates the constitution and you see him take the country in a lawlessness state and you work with the others to use arms to overthrow him, you are constitutionally right.
Oh. So that qualification is there in the law.
But no, we cannot.
You see, what you get nti NUP inakuddayo ku drawing board.
Yes.
I think they've done that. I don't know what is happening. I don't know whether you've heard of what they call kunga. Babadde ne ku kitebe kyabwe ekawempe yesterday. Kitebe kyabwe ekikulu. Nabagati kakati batandise bagala spreading a party's gospel of change at all levels mu ggwanga.
They are back to the same level to sloganeering.
No?
They are back to sloganeering. Kunga. Nupu kunga. Kyagulanyi kunga. Kunga Buganda kunga. Sloganeering.
Just try to say it again. How
they say kunga. Excuse me.
Okay. So they say nupu kunga. How do they say it?
Kunga Kyagulanyi kunga Nupu kunga Uganda kunga.
Meaning
kunga what?
If
you say kunga, nzali ebula moji akaba beye ebikajjo oba okunze eki.
No, bali ku mobilization.
Abavubi that's what it means. Mobilization means to speak messages that resonate to me so I can follow you. That's what we are talking about. So what are they kunging? Mukunga muti okujja okunga fa abali nga namwe benyi mulemi okwekunga. Mwogera ne Abedi Bwanika ayogera birala. Don't waste. Naye ebyofuzi bya nayo abantu bali ate abantu bali integeera nfudde.
That is a very serious statement.
Mbali mukunga
muti abanansi.
Yes.
How do you mobilize Ugandans towards a certain goal when you yourselves cannot mobilize them?
Yes.
Yourselves?
Why can't Rubongoya and Robert Kyagulanyi kunga Namboze Betty Bachireke and Abedi Bwanika to order before you come to Kungaras?
They have no capacity to do that.
So the tools you have to kunga citizens are these MPs, your Namboze and your Abedi Bwanika, who are speaking shameful things with impunity. Okunga ni kunga what?
Tebaina moral authority
to kunga who? Over what?
No, kunga is a big campaign.
Yes.
Kunga
what?
Producer wange
simanyi. To kunga what? This is what I'm asking.
Obosobola tulaga ekyabadde je Kawempe nga mwami Kyagulanyi ne banne.
When NRM tells me nti bali mu kukunga abantu ku supporting a parish development model n'abajja mu bwamu.
This is kunga. They were talking about yesterday. You can see Honorable Tamaguzi Semakula.
Where is Abedi Bwanika?
Those are members of parliament.
Where is Bwanika?
Hey,
where is Nambozi?
They were not there.
So why is Impuga not putting on a people power cape like others? Because it appears to be the tradition here.
You mean he's not putting it on?
Where is it?
Honorable Kyagulanyi yakalina.
Yakalina. Ne lopo addako Ssenyonyi na yakalina.
Mpuga ali waawo.
Mpuga abadde awo nga atudde. Sebo zaayo ye takalina. Abadde awo nga agenda ye talina kakoofiira.
Okay, but I think you're being unfair.
To who?
To NUP. Because you've just said they need to go back to the drawing board. Now here they are. They are saying, tubaddewo ebbanga sidde ng'ekibiina. Now we want to mobilize okuva ku kyalo okutuuka ku kitebe ky'ekibiina. Sir Simon. That is a step they are taking. I think we need to appreciate the fact that they...
njagala okubeetondera nti yantwala okusoma yakola bubi nnyo kubanga nasoma nenfuna amagezi. N'ekimu ku bansomesa that Dr. Tayebwa taught me was called critical thinking. Ebintu bino byetuko kye bayita obuyinza, political power.
What do you want them to do, Sir Simon? I don't understand you.
We must have a review, a nationwide review of ourselves.
What do you want them to
as
do?
Opposition.
What do you want them to do?
Let us consult.
This young party is moving to the people. It is telling you to let's campaign ya kunga. If they sat never zinga mikono, you'd be the very person saying Mukoze in the last one year.
Adam, Noop supported Alaso for Serere. You name for me 10 Noop MPs who are in Serere. Tandika.
Who were in Serere?
Yes. To support and drum up support for their the party's position. Name 10 MPs who were in Serere. How many MPs does Noop have?
About 57.
About 57. Now, to naming Abadeo.
I saw the president of the party, who is not an MP.
I'm talking about MPs.
I don't know any.
You know why they were not there?
No.
Their point of command, their point of authority, their point of assistance, where they go and they have issues, where they go and they want trips, where they go and they want something, did not favor them to go and participate in Serere.
Come again as you conclude.
The reason they were not there.
No,
say their point
the reason NUP MPs
did not go.
Start that line when you're looking at the camera.
The reason.
Just look at that camera.
The NUP MPs were not in Serere overwhelmingly was that their point of command, their point of power, the source of their well-being, the source of their incomes, the source of their trips, the source of their solace where they go and find peace, did not favor their participation in Serere.
And what is that source? What is that, sir?
The source of their command. You think you don't know
you're a coward.
You don't know where Noop is commanding. The command of Noop is here. Here.